Hello, my name is Miguel, and today I'm gonna make for you fish fillet fish pepper stir fry. It's gonna be boneless fish though. Alright, so you're definitely gonna need some fish fillets, boneless fish, butterfish. You need about 3 dried chili pepper, a stalk of scallion, um, sweet pepper or paprika, about 2 or 1 large one, two onions, carrot, 3 garlic cloves, and a piece of ginger, the first bend of your finger. Chili in oil or chili oil, and chili bean sauce. Go take a look at my cookbooks. Links below. A Miguel Marvin Samuels production. We'll need some flour, just regular flour, pinch of salt, optional, some coconut oil for deep frying. You can use vegetable oil or olive oil. Alright, so first, the soy sauce. Soy sauce. You don't need soy sauce too as well. Alright, so first, I just bought these fish fillet. These fish fillet has skin on, and as you can see, it's frozen, it's still frozen. But I can't wait, I'm just gonna prepare them. So these fish fillets still have a little piece of the gut of the fish on it still. So look on your fish fillet, make sure it's cleaned off properly, because you can't be sure that the processing factory cleaned it properly. So look and make sure it's cleaned. Alright, so cut big chunks, about half your palm. Say 2 inches by 2 inches, about 2 inches. So, alright, so go through about half your palm, or about the size of your palm. That's how big you want these fish fillets. Alright, so do as you see me doing, and clean the fish properly, and cut the fish fillets in chunks, but half your palm as a guide. Use your palm as a guide. Alright. Alright. See, under normal circumstances, the fish wouldn't be frozen. So I gotta allow the fish to defrost. So what I'm doing now is I just sprinkled a couple drops of white vinegar and pour water. And get in between the fish and kind of use your finger and kind of clean it. Clean the skin part off and clean the fish. Alright, throw that water off and then run some fresh water on top. Alright. So like I said, the fish is frozen somewhat. So I'm gonna allow it to defrost. Alright, so while I wait for that, I'm just gonna continue preparing our seasonings. Alright, so this is a dried chili pepper. Just make sure, just look on it, see if any mildew or if any dust is on it, and rinse it off properly. And cut the stem end off. Just cut the stem off. Now, do as you see me doing and kind of cut little strips. Now I'm going to hold them together and shred it. Alternatively, you can buy shredded, dried chili pepper. So I'm just using a food scissors. You can remove the seeds, but I don't. The seeds add more flavor to your meal. Alright, the ginger now. Just cut a piece off the size of, just cut a piece of ginger, size the first bend of your finger. About a quarter length. And remove the leaves of the garlic. And trim any little brown spots or anything spoiling, just remove that. Alright, so rinse the garlic and the vegetable. Rinse the garlic and the ginger. Now grind it to puree or pulp. Alright, so that's what you want. Alright, so next, remove the dying leaves from the scallion and cut the tips off and the root end off. Cut the tips and the root end off the scallion. Now with the onion, by right you should cut the onion. We're going to peel the onion. Make sure it's just the leaf part, because the first layer of the onion is the strongest. So just remove the leaf, the brown leaf off the onion. Alright, the carrot. We're going to prepare the carrot close to cooking. Alright, now as for the red paprika, this piece of paprika cost me twice the amount the green one. So that little piece that you saw cost me 100 Jamaican dollars, and this green one cost me $50. And I know they're both imported. So this green one is sweet pepper and the red one is paprika or colored sweet pepper. Alright, so remove the stem of the sweet pepper and remove the seeds. Make sure when you go to the market you pick firm vegetables, fresh, firm vegetables. They shouldn't be withering and they shouldn't be soft. Alright, so rinse these and put them aside for later. Alright, so I'm just going to show you how I rinse. So you get a water, get a container, put some water in it, and drizzle a couple drops of white vinegar. The onion, you don't need to wash the onion. As for the sweet pepper now, use your finger and make sure that the surface is cleaned properly. Make sure there's no insects hiding in between nowhere. And you do the same thing for the scallion. You gotta wash the leaf of the scallion properly. They tend to be dirty. Some people quarrel about preparation. Oh, I spend a lot of time on preparation, but preparation is very important in cooking. I like to show this part because I want people to see that you have to be very prideful when it comes to preparation in any cooking. The chef have to be clean and prideful and know that if things are spoiling, you should take time out and cut it off. so that the meal tastes good. This is our fish. It's been defrosting for some time. It's still a little frozen. I'm just gonna allow it. I just threw, what I did is just threw that water off because the water got cold. I'm just gonna pour some fresh water on top and allow it. Alright, so this is our parboiled rice. Some soy sauce that I poured in a container. That was 2 tablespoons of light, that was 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce. And now I just poured 1 tablespoon of cooking wine. That was 1 tablespoon cooking wine. Alright, now get this part ready. Just pour about a cup of flour, regular flour, in a container. In my case, I'm using a Ziploc, like a Ziploc bag. This is a regular bag, but it's like a Ziploc. You can add a pinch of salt, but if you ask me, it's not necessary. Alright, so this here sauce that I'm preparing is a stir-fry sauce. So other than adding the ingredients separately, I'm just putting all the ingredients, all the stir-fry ingredients in one container. So measure and add a tablespoon and a half of chili bean sauce. Next, add, this is chili in oil. You can get this chili in oil, or you can get chili oil. So add about 2 teaspoons of chili in oil. Now stir in properly the soy sauce, the cooking wine, the chili bean sauce, and the chili in oil. So this I'm gonna add while we stir fry. Alright, so this is our fish. It's been defrosting. This is just an extra part. I didn't plan to show you defrosting fish. But hey, maybe some people might want to see how to defrost fish properly. Alright, so now that the fish fillets are soft, they are not frozen, I just take a few of them, put them in the middle of my hands, and squeeze the excess water off. I'm just squeezing it hard enough just to get the water out. I'm not squeezing it like I'm wringing rag. You know, you just want to squeeze it just enough, or just to remove the excess water. No, and then you lay the fish fillet pieces on a dry paper towel. That's not going to leave any residue on the fish. Alright, so do as you see me doing, and ever so softly squeeze the excess water from the fish fillet. And then lay them on a dry paper towel to drain. What I like to do is use another piece of paper towel and kind of go through and not damp, or whatever, English word. Kind of dry the fish some more. Once you feel like the fish is dry, then it's dry, like, you just add your cleaned and prepared fish chunks, fish fillet chunks, in your flour mixture. or your flour batter, or dried batter. Alright, so just kind of flour the fish. Now put to heat a saucepan, a small saucepan. We're going to deep fry. Put the stove's gauge on 4, medium low, and just allow the saucepan to dry. You don't want no water in the pan, and to get hot somewhat. After 2 minutes, add oil. Add 2 cups of cooking oil. I'm using coconut oil, preferably. Use coconut oil preferably. You can use olive oil, vegetable oil, whatever oil. Alright, this is coconut oil. Because of the snowing in New York, solid. It make the Caribbean warm. The Caribbean is kind of cool right now, in the middle of March. So this oil will show you how cool it is. I live in the hills of St. Andrew. The country area is even much colder. Alright, so you just want to make sure the oil is not, it's just about quarter way up. Alright, that's just quarter way up. The stove's floured, I'm flouring fish. The fish being floured. Alright, now then I'm waiting for the oil to get hot, the heating oil. Shred the scallion. Some people call this scallion green onion, but scallion is the word. You see, we use a lot of scallion in Jamaica, so it's something that we're very used to. We're very accustomed to scallion. Alright, so now with the green pepper or the paprika, you just slice your paprika in strips. If you put the outer surface of the paprika on the flat surface, you can cut the strips easier. As for the carrot, just do as you see me doing. Just kind of scrape the surface of the carrot and cut the ends off. And then rinse it off properly. Cut the carrot in half, cut that half piece in half, and then cut carrot sticks or strips. As for the onion, cut the onion in quarters and separate the leaves. Alright, so this is our fish fillet in flour. Alright, it's been 5 minutes and the oil been heating. It's been getting hot and hotter. Stove's gauge is on 4, medium low. Alright, now once you see a little smoke, it's ready. Alright, so with these fillets now, so you gotta remove the excess flour. Make sure when you add the fillets, the flour fish to the heating oil, it's not dripping with flour. So remove the excess flour and add the fish fillets to the heating oil. Do it one right after the other. Just do a one stir, make sure it's not, sticking together. Just one little swirl. And continue adding the floured fish. Alright, so make sure all the pieces is covered by the heating oil and allow. Alright, allow. Alright, after 2 minutes, just kind of gently go through and feel just the surface, you're not going to stir it. Just want to feel that it's not sticking together. 4 minutes, stove gauge is on 4, medium low. This is the first stir. See, the pieces is kind of frying away now, so it won't break apart. They're kind of getting firm. So you can gently feel the fish fillet in the pot and see where it's going. Don't stir it yet, just kind of, move it a little. Make sure it's not sticking to it. Alright, 6 minutes in. As you see, it's the first time I'm gonna attempt to flip. Kind of rotate the top pieces to the, kind of rotate the bottom pieces to the top. And make sure all the pieces are frying properly. You gotta do it gentle. Alright, it's been 8 minutes. The stove's gauge is on 4, medium low. Don't turn the stove up, you want to slow fry. And the pieces are cut half your palm. Alright, so it's been 10 minutes now. These fish should cook between 10 minutes. So you just look at it, it's getting golden, a nice light golden color. Just do as you see me doing and remove. Use the, if you have a spoon that scoops, that would be easier to scoop out the oil. But if you can do what I'm doing, just use the spoon and hold the fishes together and kind of pour the oil out. And you just want to leave half of quarter cup in the pot to use and saute. So kind of move all the cooked fish fillets to one side of the pot, of the pan, the saucepan, and then the other side now you add the shredded, the stove gauge is on low, almost off low. Add the shredded dried chili pepper and the grinded garlic and ginger, and just allow it to saute. Put the stove where it's sauteing right over the heat. See, I don't have a wok, but I like to use this saucepan. What I like to do is tilt it up like and use the edge of the pan under the heat. Alright, about a minute after that, add the shredded scallion. Just allow it to saute. That's our sweet pepper and the onion. We're going to add the onion next and the paprika, the sweet pepper. But before that, we're going to add the stir fry sauce. Stove gauge is on low, almost off low. You just want this to saute and flavor the oil. Alright, it's been 3 minutes, two between 3 minutes. It's been sauteed on low heat. You see, you gotta allow the garlic and the ginger to saute, because if you don't, the raw flavor is gonna be on the fish and you don't want that. You want it to saute. Now, add your stir fry sauce, which is the cooking wine, soy sauce, chili bean sauce, and chili oil. So now, this is the part that makes it stir fry. So, turn the stove up on 4, medium low. Tilt your saucepan if you're not using a wok, and kind of stir fry. Make sure each of the, you gotta be gentle though. Remember, this is fish pieces. Add the onion, the chopped onions, and just gently stir fry. Like lift and fold, lift and fold, lift, fold, and rotate. Lift, fold, and rotate. Lift, fold, and rotate. The stove gauge is on 4, medium low, and coat your fish fillet thoroughly. See it, look? That's what you want. This part is the biggest secret. This part is what makes the meal. Alright, so once you finish that, take about a minute between 2 and stir fry. Add your chopped carrot sticks and you finish. That's it, you finish. Once you finish stir frying that, you turn the stove off. If you're not gonna eat right now, you can just let it stay. And you're gonna come back within like 3-4 hours. You cannot add the sweet pepper or the paprika yet. You can add it while serving or about to serve. You can add it while you are about to serve. But the point is, add the sweet pepper at the end. That's it, you're finished. Alright, so just cover it and allow till you're ready to serve. Having it with rice. Alright, so now I'm getting ready to serve my fish pepper stir fry. Visit JamaicaDinners.com for the recipe. Subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. Alright, so you take a scoop of this fish pepper stir fry and lay it over a bed of rice, or you can use noodles. So this is my rendition of fish pepper stir fry. Visit JamaicaDinners.com for the recipe. Subscribe, like, and share. Alright, now is my part. I always look forward to eating. Alright, so the sweet pepper is crunchy. The fish looks good. You can't say it look delicious. It's a-okay. The first taste of flavor, it's killing my palate with flavor. The fish is cooked and tender and juicy with soya bean sauce and chili oil. So you can stir fry fish. You just gotta do it my way. The colored sweet pepper has a little sweet flavor and crunchy, but it's much more flavorful than the green one. I can see why it costs more. The scallion Just add a, just make this meal interesting. It's just, scallion is not a strong flavor. You just had, if you use scallion, it tends to just give the meal an interesting flavor. That's all. It's like onion but green. Maybe that's why they call it green onion. This is awesome. This tastes really delicious right now. This food feel like it's hugging me. It's giving me a tight hug. Look, the fish is cooked properly. You know what? I just remember something. One of the things that turned me off from many of these, a few Chinese restaurants, when you buy chicken, you're not getting, or fish, to me you're not getting fish. Most of it is like a flour thing. I used to love buying sweet and sour chicken from this one restaurant, many restaurants, but this one restaurant, the sauce tastes good. But the chicken is like a little teeny piece of chicken is in it, and most of it is like coated with flour or whatever. Most of it is like flour. It's like, no, I want to eat chicken. So that's what turned me off from that place. Alright, so enjoy. Right? Alright, you can garnish this meal with roasted sesame seeds. Just roast it for 5 minutes on the low heat. Go take a look at our merchandise store. Links below. A Miguel Marvin Samuels production.